people come to New Zealand and they think this is a national park. The whole place is a national park. It's gorgeous. And that influences the psychology of the people working here. And nobody likes to despoil a national park. And the oil and gas industry here have worked flawlessly since the 1960s, right through to, here we are, 50 years later, and we've had a wonderful record.
Health, safety and environment is something that is first and foremost in everything that we do. I think we in government share that with our operators and permit holders. It is something that we fundamentally must get right.
The oil and gas industry has been superb in Taranaki. We've attracted some world-class companies such as Shell and Methanex and others who've demonstrated what it means to be a responsible, good corporate citizen. They've got excessively careful approaches to health and safety and the environment, and we want to maintain a great record of responsible businesses working well in the community, complying with all our legislation, but more importantly making good returns on their investments.
I've worked in a lot of industries. I'd have to say oil and gas, that the standards around health and safety are the highest I've seen. They're world class in terms of what they're trying to achieve here. And you know, look, over 50% of our training is focused around health and safety.
We have a very strong health and safety ethic. Every site that you go to is well monitored and is well thought out, and I think the key is that people are thinking before they're acting, and that's something that we're very good at.
I think the oil and gas companies here in New Zealand are very responsible towards the environment and their staff, and also their asset. I believe a lot of that is driven from their head corporate, you know, be it in The Hague or wherever, but the systems and procedures they use are good. I think they are very responsible in what they're doing.
I rate the industry here very highly on environmental and social issues like that, in the fact that we're all international companies here, and we abide by good practice laws that we've learned over many years in other parts of the world, whether we're from Canada or the United States or Europe or whatever, and we bring those practices here to New Zealand.
Health, safety and environment is the highest priority of our business, and really that's where we spend a large part of our effort to make sure that we can keep our staff safe, that we have minimal impact on the environment, and that we develop our business responsibly.
At TAG Oil, we have a very strict and stringent health and safety plan here, adopted, as I said, from our best practices models in Canada. I would say they probably exceed what would be expected from the government here, and I think most of the companies operating here would probably say the same thing, is that when it comes to health and safety, we'll take the decision that either exceeds or is the safest of what's necessary here. So in other words, following the jurisdictions here, or if our own internal rules would put us even further out there into the safety realms, we'll follow our own internal rules even above that.
And I must say that the folks that I interact with on a regular basis, including those that are already here and those that are looking here, they share the proposition for New Zealand. We all have our New Zealand hat on, and it's about how do we do this business in that responsible way that means everyone can go home at night feeling good about what they do.
The oil industry in Taranaki is the safest industry for anyone, any mother's child, to work in New Zealand, bar none. And that focus on health and safety is right through us as a port as well, and we are now, and have been for the last 2 years, the safest port in New Zealand for people to work at.